Welcome in, Warrior Nation. I'm Keith Brown, and tonight the Warrenton Sports Network is proud to launch the 2026 Girls Varsity Volleyball season with a high-energy Jamboree featuring 4 programs ready to make some noise this season. The Warrenton Warriors is one of those teams. The others are St. Louis Panthers, Capital City Cavaliers, and the Troy Buchanan Trojans. If you're new to the Jamborees, here's the deal. It's a preseason battlefield. Teams rotate through rapid-fire scrimmage segments, testing lineups, building chemistry, and getting real game speed action before the season officially begins. It's intense, it's fast, and it's the perfect way to see who's ready to rock and roll. And Warrenton, they've got something to prove. Last year's 10-20-2 record doesn't tell the whole story. The Warriors lost sophomore standout Emma Eskew early in the season, but when she returned, everything changed. Warrenton closed the year with a 6-4 record, played their best ball late in the season, and showing flashes of a team on the rise. Eskew, in her limited time playing last season, was recognized with second-team All-Conference and second-team All-District honors. Now, Emma is a junior and ready to play, as is the rest of the roster. And tonight is the first step towards a stronger, faster start in 2026. Warrior fans, buckle up. The 2026 season starts right now, right here on the Warrenton Sports Network. On the court, it's all about strategy, precision, and execution. Off the court, same rules apply. At Surveyant Heating and Air Conditioning, we bring our A game to every home and business with custom solutions, expert installs, and a reputation for getting it right the first time. We're your home court advantage for year-round comfort. Trusted across Warren County, we've got you covered. Home, business, or new construction. Surveyant Heating and Air Conditioning, where comfort wins every time. On game day, it's all about teamwork, trust, and heart. At Main Street Real Estate, we bring that same spirit to every home journey. Whether you're buying, selling, or just exploring your options, our hometown team is with you every step of the way. We believe real estate isn't just a transaction, it's a life-changing experience. That's why we stay in constant communication, deliver expert guidance, and work relentlessly to help you reach your goals. Main Street Real Estate, your home team from game day to closing day, proudly supporting Warrenton athletics and our community. So all 4 of these teams will rotate through and play each other tonight. Warrenton will stay in the main gym playing. First, they're going to play the STL Panthers, which is a homeschooled organization, a Christian organization. And second, they'll play Capital City Cavaliers. And in our final match, they're going to play against the Troy Buchanan Trojans. Now, scoring's going to be a little bit different, a little modified tonight for the Jamboree style. Each team is going to play 2 games against one another, and they're going to play to 15. Got to win by 2. The Warriors are looking to replace 5 seniors who graduated last year. Lost were Meredith Donovan. She was a defensive specialist. Abby Cackley, Lila Bartley, Caitlin Hankey, who went on to William Woods University. She's a great all-around player. She's playing volleyball at William Woods University this year. And then also lost was Zoe Duncan. She went to William Woods University as well, but she is playing basketball for them this season. So the Warriors are looking for some of the younger kids to step up and fill those 5 holes on the roster. Returning for the Wolves this year is, of course, Emma Eskew, we talked about in the pregame. There's also Maya Bays. She was a freshman on the varsity last year. Emma Kloss, she was a middle blocker last year for the for the Warriors. As well as Esme Heitgerd and Grace Rudiger. Grace Rudiger is a senior, and she did a great job last season with passing the ball around. She was the biggest returner as far as leading assists this year. She had 86 assists last year. Coach Kayla Nelson is looking for a lot from her to be the leader and get the ball to the outside hitters and the middle hitter as well. Looking ahead, Friday night, the Warrenton Warriors will be in action. Home contest, Battle of Warren County. They'll be taking on Wright City Wildcats one more time. Should be a great game. It's always a great atmosphere when those two teams come together. If you can't make it out in person, make sure you come and watch it right here on the Warrenton Sports Network. So remember, this is a preseason matchup here. Warrenton Volleyball will actually play their first home game next Monday, August 31st, when they'll take on Zumwalt East. Here in a home game that will be carried on the Warrenton Sports Network. All right, starting for the Warriors. Got in the front row, we've got Emma Eskew, left side hitter. Middle blocker is 22, Esme Heikard. And then on the opposite side, right side hitter is Jaden Cox. In the back row, Warriors start with Maya Bays. Claire Goldsmith is the libero. And the aforementioned Grace Rudiger, the senior setter. And Rudiger will lead off the first game with the serve. Her serve percentage last year was 90%, so Coach Nelson letting her best server start the game for the Big Red. Panthers try to get it over on a tip ball at the net, but they fall off short. I want to apologize. They do not have the roster for the Panthers. They sent over a roster, but the numbers are not corresponding to the right players. Rudiger hits one over. Panthers get it over. Free ball. Goldsmith. That was Cox in the middle. Warriors get the point. They lead 2-1. Having a little problem with the scoreboard. That serve sails along. Substitution for the Panthers. Yeah, well, we're currently trying to get the technical problems remediated here. I think we might have it fixed. And we do. All right, very good. All right, back to live action here. So Panthers serve one's over. Cox with the dig. Warriors hustle. Can't get it over. Little scramble drill there. Came up a little short for Warrenton. They trail 5-2 here early on. Coach Nelson making a little change in her defensive alignment. Goldsmith gets it over to Eskew. She goes back corner. They're going to call 2 hits on Eskew. Eskew goes outside. And that's a winner for the Big Red. That was hit by Addie Klaus. Heikerd comes out. Into the game comes Emma Klaus. Emma Klaus was the leading returner with the most kills on the team this year. Serving for the Warriors, Claire Goldsmith, the junior Librero. Panthers go with middle. Tap blocked by Klaus at the net. Panthers get it back. And they're going to get the Warriors in the net. – 7-3 lead now for the STL Panthers. And Warriors get the point on a little miscommunication there from the Panthers. Emma Eskew serving now. Jump serve is a rocket down the line, and she gets herself the ace. Warriors crawling back into this. Trail by 2 now, 5-7. Eskew fires that serve into the net. Side out and a point for the Panthers. Eskew to Klaus, and that earns the Warriors a point. Klaus found the spot. Panthers go outside, cross-court hit. Warriors are there. Eskew goes outside to Cox. Panthers scramble. Free ball. Well, they're going to say that was out. Panthers hit that one out. Warriors trail by 1. Grace Rudiger scores that one from the right side. She puts it down and gets the kill. She had 28 kills last season. Playing at the right side right now. Maya Bay serving for the Wolves. Panthers go right side. Cross court dink. Goldsmith dive, but could not get the pancake to work. Remember, we're playing 15. Right now, the Warriors lead 9-8. I'm sorry, the Panthers lead 9-8. Warriors down by 1. Floater there. Bays digs it. Rudiger goes free ball for the Panthers. They go outside into the net, and they cannot dig it out of the net. Point for the Big Red. They tied it up 9 apiece here in game 1 of 2. Heitgerd checks back in. Serving for the Big Red is Emma Klaus, the junior middle blocker. Panthers go middle. Eskew with the dig. Rudiger gets a pass outside. Cox wails on one. Dug nicely by the Panthers. Tight to the net. Panthers get it over. Warriors go back row to Eskew. She hammers one, but it sails long past the end line. Panthers back to a 1-point lead. Claire Goldsmith checks in for the Big Red. Goldsmith gets it over. Tight to the net. And put away by Esne Heitgerd, the senior middle blocker. Back to a 10-10 tie here in game 1 of 2. Warrenton versus the STL Panthers, a homeschooled volleyball team. Rudiger jump serve goes down the line. Panthers dink. Rudiger's there to fill the hole. Eskew goes outside to Cox. She wails on another one. Jaden Cox showing some hops. She gets the point for the Big Red, and they take the lead late in the game here, 11-10. Nice for Rudiger. They go back row. Panthers couldn't get it in time. 2-point lead now for the Big Red. And we're going to get a timeout from the Panthers. We'll be right back after this quick commercial break right here on the Warrenton Sports Network. Champions aren't only made on the field or the court. At the Missouri Bank, we bring that same winning spirit to your finances. Since 1939, we've been an industry leader in community banking, combining cutting-edge technology with the hometown integrity Warren County Trust. As a valued member of our financial family, your goals come first. From fast, local loan decisions, often the same day, to online banking that lets you take care of business anytime, anywhere. We tailor our services for individuals and businesses alike. Big bank products, small town service, honest, loyal, and committed to protecting your financial future. The Missouri Bank, rooted in community, ready for tomorrow. 2-point lead for the Big Red. Rudiger serves another. Rudy gets it over. Dink from the Panthers, but Heitgerd said not today. Quick off her toes there. Heitgerd was ready for the dink. 3-point lead now for the Big Red. Panthers go right side. Goldsmith arms it over to Rudiger, to Eskew. She shoots one, but it sails just past the end line. Side out and a point for the Panthers. They're down by 2 late in the game, 11-13. First to 15, got to win by 2. That's the game today here in the Jamboree. Eskew with a dig. Rudiger goes quick to Cox. Panthers cover. A little scramble duty there from the Panthers. They go quick to the middle, the Warriors do. Panthers are there. Good scramble by the Panthers. They hit into the block, and the Warriors get the point. 14-11. Heichert there on the block. Into the game for the Big Red. Addie Kloss comes in. Maya Bays goes out. Jaden Cox with a chance to serve this out for the Warriors. She fires one in tight to the net. Panthers get it. Oh, nope, they're going to say she was in the net, and that's the winner. Jaden Cox delivers a great serve. Warriors fight back after trailing for most of the game. They close out 15-11. They take game one. We'll be back with game two in just a minute. Looking for your dream home or the perfect rental? Discover it with Hunter Sake Investments. From charming townhomes to spacious single-family homes, we offer quality living in Warrenton and Montgomery County. Need commercial space? We've got retail and warehouse options in Jonesburg, plus the Jonesburg Party Center, ideal for showers, graduations, and more. Family-owned, locally rooted, and built on trust. We treat your home like our own. Call Hunter Sake Investments today, and let's build your future together. Hunter Sake Investments, where Missouri finds home. For nearly 80 years, one name has kept Warrenton and Montgomery County comfortable. Schreer Heating and Air Conditioning. From Omar Schreer's first furnaces in 1946 to today's cutting-edge Daikin systems, one thing has never changed: family taking care of family. What started with one truck and a few hundred neighbors has grown into generations of local folks serving dozens of Missouri communities with the same heart, the same pride, and the same commitment to treating your home like our own. Whether it's heat, air, or total home comfort, Schreer Heating and Air Conditioning is here for you. Because around here, comfort means community. Call Schreer Heating and Air Conditioning today. It's just how we do things around here. All right, just about ready for game number two. Panthers serve first. Warriors take first game 15-11. As she goes to Cox, she throws the off-speed pitch over. Panthers try to go over on the left side, but the block was there from Rudiger and Heichert. Rudiger once again serving first for the Big Red. Fires one across court. Diving attempt from the Panthers. Comes up short. Ball goes out of bounds. So Rudiger gets the ace. She had 7 of those last year. That's the most amongst the returners. Free ball from the Panthers to the Big Red. Bays with a dig. They go middle. And they're going to get the big red into the net. So side out and a point for the Panthers. Warriors lead 2-1 here in game number 2. Warriors goes outside to Cox. She fires another one. Jaden Cox, she's got some hops. She's only a sophomore. And she comes up swinging. Hitting that one from the right side. Back into the game for the Warriors, Addie Klaus. Jaden Cox will serve for the Big Red. Her jump serve was a bullet. Panthers return it into the net, dig it out, and can't get it over in 3. 4-1 lead now for the Warriors. Free ball for the Big Red. Oh, they almost gave it away, but a diving attempt from the Panthers on a ball that was close to going out of bounds. Turns out to be a point for Warrenton. They take a 5-1 lead over the Panthers here in game number 2. Panthers go right side. Can't clear the net on the hit. 6-1 lead for the Big Red. As the roster stands right now for the Big Red, they only have 8 players on the varsity roster. So plenty of playing time for everybody on the team. Warriors lead 6-1 here in game 2. A little floater from Cox. Caught him off guard. The Panthers are ready for the heater. Cox serves a changeup. Warriors take the 6-point lead, and the Panthers call a timeout. You're watching the Warrenton Sports Network's live coverage of Big Red Volleyball. All right, Panthers looking to change things up here, shift the momentum of the game. See if Cox can stay hot from the service line. And that one hits the back line. Eight 8-1 lead now for the Big Red. Floater from Cox. Panthers dive but can't save it. Jaden Cox is really ruling the service line here in game number 2 for the Big Red. She's got good control of her serves, whether it's the heater or the changeup. Brings a little floater that time. Tight to the net. Panthers get over. Eskew fires the meatball home. Those always feel good. Get a little frustration out. 10-1 lead now for the Big Red. Cox is going to try serving from the left side. Showing her whole repertoire. Panthers struggle. Free ball for the Big Red. Rudiger goes outside to Eskew. Tight to the net. And Eskew hammers that home. That little frustration she got off the meatball there. Now she's flying high and feeling good. Big Red up by 10. If you missed it in our pregame segment, we talked about Eskew getting hurt last season. I believe she broke her arm or wrist and had to miss several weeks. She came back late in the season, and the Warriors got on a 6-4 roll at the end of the season. And SU's looking to take their second team all-conference and second team all-district honors and propel the Warriors to greater feats this year. Middle to Rudiger. Her kill shot sails long. Rudiger passes it to Eskew. A roll shot earns the point for Warrenton. It's a good placement there from Eskew. She goes back corner. Panthers did a good job covering, rotating over to the left, but just couldn't get it over. 12-3 lead now for the Big Red. Goldsmith serving now. Oh. Panthers try to go off cycle, get it over in two, but the Warriors are ready. Eskew fires another one. This one goes long. Pass was a little behind her. Kind of a mix of a roll shot and a kill shot there from Eskew. And the ball just sailed a little long. 12-4 lead now for the Big Red. And that serve goes into the net. Side out and a point for the Big Red. They lead 13-4 late here in game number 2. They won game number 1, 15-11. Eskew with a jump serve. Panthers struggle. Get it over. Free ball for the Big Red. Eskew goes quick to the middle to Rudiger. She gets it to the back row. Panthers try to dink. Warriors scramble. A nice job of getting it over by the Warriors. Emma Klaus gets it over. Warriors with a block, but the Panthers get it back over. Eskew goes back row to Cox. Looks like she jumped a little early on that, and her kill shot sailed into the net. Point for the Panthers. (13-5) lead now for Warrenton. Panthers trying to get back into this one. A floater that goes to Goldsmith. Eskew quick to the middle. Blocked. But Klaus gets it over anyhow. And Panthers try to go left side. But that was blocked by the Big Red. They have a game point now, 14-5. Coach Nelson brings in sophomore Maya Bays to put this one away. Bays served at 80% last year. She was the leading digger returning off this last year's squad with 58. Goldsmith with a dig. Eskew sends one over. Kind of a meatball for the Panthers, and they hammer that one home. Deliver a torpedo down the line. They get the point and the side out. 14-6 now. This is the lead for the Big Red. Warriors go to the middle, and that would be a long shot there from junior Emma Klaus. A little side spin on that serve there from the Panthers. Sails wide of the court, and that's going to be the ball game. Warrenton takes game 1, 15-11. They take game 2, 15-7. We want to thank the St. Louis Panthers for coming out and being a part of the Jamboree here at Warrenton. Want to wish them all the success this season. They're now going to go to the auxiliary gym where they'll take on Capital City and Troy in later games. Up next for the Big Red, they're going to take on the Capital City Cavaliers. And you can see it all live right here on the Warrenton Sports Network coming up in just a few. So just want to inform our viewers that the reason why there's a little lull in the action is because the other games in the other gym haven't quite finished yet. And once that game does get finished, the teams will be switching courts, and we'll once again be playing Warrenton Warriors versus the Capital City Cavaliers. Warrenton fans, this is your moment to be part of something big. The Warrenton Sports Network broadcasts up to 100 live events each year, and we want your business on the court with us. With flexible ad packages and an average audience of around 1,500 viewers per event, your message reaches the heart of our community, families, students, alumni, and loyal Warrior fans. When you sponsor, you're not just advertising, you're helping keep these live streams alive. Without your support, they wouldn't be possible. So join us, stand with our athletes, support our community. Contact the Warren County R3 School District Office today to learn more. The Warrenton Sports Network, where community comes to watch. So it looks like the Capital City Cavaliers are making their way over to the main gym, so it shouldn't be too long before we have some more of volleyball action, Jamboree style, coming up shortly, right here on the Warrenton Sports Network. On the court, it's all about strategy, precision, and execution. Off the court, same rules apply. At Surveyant Heating and Air Conditioning, we bring our A game to every home and business with custom solutions, expert installs, and a reputation for getting it right the first time. We're your home court advantage for year-round comfort. Trusted across Warren County, we've got you covered. Home, business, or new construction. Surveyant Heating and Air Conditioning, where comfort wins every time. On game day, it's all about teamwork, trust, and heart. At Main Street Real Estate, we bring that same spirit to every home journey. Whether you're buying, selling, or just exploring your options, our hometown team is with you every step of the way. We believe real estate isn't just a transaction, it's a life-changing experience. That's why we stay in constant communication, deliver expert guidance, and work relentlessly to help you reach your goals. Main Street Real Estate, your home team from game day to closing day, proudly supporting Warrenton athletics and our community. Champions aren't only made on the field or the court. At the Missouri Bank, we bring that same winning spirit to your finances. Since 1939, we've been an industry leader in community banking, combining cutting-edge technology with the hometown integrity Warren County Trust. As a valued member of our financial family, your goals come first. From fast, local loan decisions, often the same day, to online banking that lets you take care of business anytime, anywhere. We tailor our services for individuals and businesses alike. Big bank products, small town service, honest, loyal, and committed to protecting your financial future. The Missouri Bank, rooted in community, ready for tomorrow. So we're not too far away from the Warriors taking on the Capital City Cavaliers here in the Jamboree. This will be match number 2 for both teams. Warrenton won their first match against the STL Panthers homeschool volleyball organization Warriors won 15-11 in game number one after trailing early. A good comeback, and then they kept on sizzling hot throughout the next game, taking game number two 15-7. Jaden Cox shined well for the Big Red in that first match. Here in game number two, or match number two, Capital City Cavaliers are in their white uniforms. Warriors in the red. Once again, looking ahead, broadcast schedule for the rest of this week. Warriors take on Wright City in Friday Night Football, Friday Night Lights, here at Warrenton High School. Try to make it to the game, Battle of Warren County. Then next Monday, the same Lady Warrenton Warriors volleyball team will take on the Fort Zumwalt Ethan Lions here at home. That game will also be on the Warrenton Sports Network. And next Tuesday, I believe, the soccer team will have their first home game of the season. So that's what's coming up on the menu here with the Warrenton Sports Network. All right, so here in game number three, first of this match here, Cavaliers leading off. Their server will be Josie Roberts, the junior. Serving from the left side. Warriors go outside to Cox. He had the hot hand as he continues. A little cross-court kill shot. Nice diving attempt there from Taylor Johnson for the Cavaliers. Cox gets the point, side out. Warriors get the serve. Rudiger to lead off for the Big Red. Senior delivers one deep, and it sails just past the end line. Nice diving attempt there. Eskew gets the kill. Cavaliers are able to dig it, and they're going to give the Big Red a point. I think they called the Cavaliers into the net. Substitution for the Big Red into the game is Addie Klaus. Serving for the Big Red, Jaden Cox, the sophomore. She serves a heater that time. Capital City goes left side, blocked by Heikert and Klaus. Free ball for the Big Red. They go outside to Eskew. She wails away on one and gets that down off the top of the net. Diving attempt again from the Cavaliers, but the Big Red get the point. 3-1 lead here early in game number one. Cox goes to the left side to serve this next one. Outside, we're going to call 2 hits against the Cavaliers. Warriors up quickly 4-1 here in game number one of match number 2. Cox still serving from the left side on this one. A little floater. Goes cross court. Cavaliers go right side. A booming shot there. Dug up by the Warriors. Eskew hits it into the double block. Leading the way there for the Cavaliers was number 12, Raylyn Steele, sophomore middle hitter. Now serving for the Cavaliers, Taylor Johnson. Johnson to Librero. Nice topspin serve from Johnson. Klaus dinks it, and they're going to get a left call, I believe. Yes. Against Klaus, so a point for the Capital City Cavaliers. Rudiger tight to net. Dink by Eskew. Catches the Cavaliers kind of flat-footed. Nice diving attempt once again from Johnson, but to no avail. Back in for the Big Red comes their leading killer from last year, Emma Klaus. And Maya Bays wears the Librero jersey for this match number 2 against Capital City. Goldsmith Ward in game number 1. Bays here in game number 2. Capital City goes outside. A little roll shot, sails long for Aubrey Ross. Warriors up 6-3. Sophomore gets her tempo down. Little jump serve. Quick to the middle goes the Cavaliers. Rudiger's ready for that. Warriors go outside to Eskew. Dug there by Johnson, but the Cavaliers can't corral that before it goes underneath the net. Give the kill to Emma Eskew. Cavaliers have a little problem with the passing. They get a shot off, though. A kill off. Warriors ready for it. A little running kill shot from Eskew, but that was blocked by the Cavaliers. Kennedy Steinmetz, the junior middle hitter. So we see the Cavaliers get a couple good blocks out of their middle hitters here in game number 1. First it was all right, Eskew with a dig. Rudiger goes outside. Kill shot did not go over the net, so it's point for the Cavaliers. Serving for Capital City, number 3, Braylon Russell, the sophomore defensive specialist. Her serve goes into the net. Both teams trading side outs here. Eskew fires one over. Capital City has a tough time. They get a dink shot off. Warriors go to Rudiger. She does a little roll shot to the back row. Good placement by Rudiger. Cavaliers. They're going to call a lift against the Cavaliers on that shot. Or do they? Yes, they do. 9-5 lead now for the Big Red. Eskew still serving. She hammers that, but it sails long. 9-6 the lead now for the Big Red. Aubrey Ross now serving, the senior outside hitter. Serving from the middle. Quick to the middle, the Big Red go. Battle at the net. Klaus wins that for the Big Red. Cavaliers get it over. Bays with a dig. The Warriors go outside. Another block from the Cavaliers. A little running dink. Finds its way down through the block. Bella Walk with a little running two-hand dink for the Capital City Cavaliers. They trim the Warriors' lead down to 2. Ross with another one. Eskew gives it to Klaus, Klaus at the net. Cavaliers cover that. Eskew goes for the dink. And they're going to call 2 hits against Eskew. Warriors up 4 or 5 points early. Now lead by 1, and Coach Nelson's going to call a timeout. You're watching the Warrenton Sports Network. Looking for your dream home or the perfect rental? Discover it with Hunter Sake Investments. From charming townhomes to spacious single-family homes, we offer quality living in Warrenton and Montgomery County. Need commercial space? We've got retail and warehouse options in Jonesburg, plus the Jonesburg Party Center, ideal for showers, graduations, and more. Family-owned, locally rooted, and built on trust. We treat your home like our own. Call Hunter's Sake Investments today, and let's build your future together. Hunter's Sake Investments, where Missouri finds home. All right, we'll see if Coach Nelson's timeout stops the rally here from the Cavaliers. Eskew goes quick to the middle header, and Emma Klaus puts that one away. Nice set right at the point there. The timing there has to be spot on, and Eskew and Klaus were on the same channel there. Warriors back to a 2-point lead, and they bring in the junior Claire Goldsmith to serve. She goes down the line. Trouble with the serve. And they're going to say the ball hit the antenna. So point goes to the Big Red. Warrenton leads 11-8 here in game number 1. A little floater from Goldsmith. Diving save there by the Cavaliers. Eskew with a dive off the kill from Capital City. Free ball for Capital City now. They go outside, and that sails long. Junior Bell will walk. Hit that one past the end line. 4-point lead now for Warrenton. Referee having a little discussion with the Capital City Cavaliers player. All right, back to action. Goldsmith serves a floater. Capital City goes outside and hammered home there by Bella Walk. Kennedy Steinmetz will serve for the Cavaliers. They are down by 3 here late in game number 1. Goldsmith goes to Rudiger. She goes outside to Cox. 2 hands, gets it over. Tight to the net. Cavaliers dink. Diving save by Rudiger. The Warriors can't get it over without hitting it 2 times. Good effort by Rudiger to try to keep that point alive. Cavaliers down by 2. Late in game number 1. Steinmetz sails that one. Eskew ducks and gets out of the way. That's a point for the Big Red. They're 2 away from closing out game number 1 here. The junior Emma Klaus will serve next for Warrenton. Little roll shot. Capital City has a hard time with it. Going to be a free ball for the Warriors. See if they can do anything in cycle here. This Rudiger's shot sails just a little bit long. Josie Roberts serving for the Cavaliers, the junior setter. Off the top of the tape, and if ball serve changes speed, and the ball finds a way onto the court. Point for the Cavaliers. They're down by 1. Roberts serves, goes into the net. A little knuckleball action there from Josie Roberts. That gives the Warriors a game point opportunity here. They are up by 2. Their best server at the line, Grace Rudiger. Back set Cavaliers, 2-hand dink. Eskew to Rudiger, Rudiger to Cox. She hits it into the block, sails wide. Warrenton puts that one away. They win game number 1 in match number 2 against Capital City, 15-12. So the Warriors have won 3 in a row. We'll be back in a few minutes with your next game against Capital City right after this. For nearly 80 years, one name has kept Warrenton and Montgomery County comfortable. Schreer Heating and Air Conditioning. From Omar Schreer's first furnaces in 1946 to today's cutting-edge Daikin systems, one thing has never changed: family taking care of family. What started with one truck and a few hundred neighbors has grown into generations of local folks serving dozens of Missouri communities with the same heart, the same pride, and the same commitment to treating your home like our own. Whether it's heat, air, or total home comfort, Schreer Heating and Air Conditioning is here for you. Because around here, comfort means community. Call Schreer Heating and Air Conditioning today. It's just how we do things around here. Referee checking the lineups here for game number 2 between the Capital City Cavaliers and the Big Red Warrenton Warriors. Warrenton won game number 1, 15-12. Tightly contested game. Jaden Cox got the game winner, and she hit a kill shot into a double block on the left side of the court, and the ball sailed out side of the lines. All right, starting game number 2 here. Rudiger leads off serving. Outside hit from the Cavaliers. Eskew goes back corner. They're going to call a double hits. Really clamping down on that this year, it seems like. When you hit the ball early, it's got to be clean. Can't be 2 hits. On your side of the net, it can be 2 hits. But once it goes over the net, it cannot be 2 hits. All right. Good dig there by Eskew. They go outside to Cox on the right side, and her kill shot finds the court. Good diving effort there from Farrah Kieran. Cox is really showing herself here in the first 3 games to be one of the best outside hitters on this young Warrior team. Cox only a sophomore. She serves now for the Big Red. She goes back row and it just sails past the end line. Taylor Johnson serving for the Cavaliers, the Librero. Good base from Cox. Little mix-up on who was going to do the kill shot, whether it was meant for Rudiger or Cox. They bump into each other, and Cavaliers get the point. The senior Johnson serves again. They lead 3-1 to the Cavaliers. Warrenton goes outside, and the shot goes down the line and finds its ways in. Excellent placement there. I believe that was Esme Heitgerd put that one away. Heitgerd comes out. In comes Emma Kloss. Front line for the Big Red. It's Annie Kloss, Emma Kloss, and Emma Eskew. Maya Bay is wearing the Librero jersey here in match number 2. She serves for the Big Red. Sails that serve long. 4-2 lead now for the Cavaliers. Braylon Russell just into the game, and she'll serve for Capital City. She's a sophomore. Cavs lead by 2. She serves a floater. Rudiger's going to go to the middle to Eskew. She thinks it. Nice diving save by the Cavaliers. Roll shot for the kill. Warriors go outside to Eskew. She hits it into the double block, and the ball finds the court for the Cavaliers. Once again, Kennedy Steinmetz doing a good job in the middle there, getting to the outside and getting a block there with Aubrey Ross. Rudiger goes outside to the other Kloss, Addie Kloss. Johnson saves that one for the Cavaliers. Rudiger covers the donut for Warrenton. Eskew's running kill shot sails wide. The Cavaliers have their biggest lead in this match. They're up 6-2. Spinning serve from Braylon Russell, the sophomore, causes trouble on the Warriors side of the court, and she gets the ace. Cavs up by 5, 7-2 here in game number 2. Quick to the middle, Eskew, covered by Russell for the Cavs. Johnson sets outside. Roll shot, Rudiger's there. Bays digs, goes outside to Eskew. She hits off the block. Cavs cover that, tight to the net. Klaus puts it away, but she gets into the net. 8-2 lead now for the Cavs. Coach Nelson calls a timeout. We'll be right back after these words from our sponsor. On the court, it's all about strategy, precision, and execution. Off the court, same rules apply. At Surveyant Heating and Air Conditioning, we bring our A game to every home and business with custom solutions, expert installs, and a reputation for getting it right the first time. We're your home court advantage for year-round comfort. Trusted across Warren County, we've got you covered. Home, business, or new construction. Surveyant Heating and Air Conditioning, where comfort wins every time. The Warriors having a little trouble here defensively in game number 2. A lot of their digs, their feet have been set and they have really had a good base. So let's see if they can get their feet shuffled a little quicker, anticipate, and get right back into this game. All right, Bays with a good dig. Pass to Rudiger. They go outside. Klaus, he's blocked. Warriors can't get it despite some wonderful diving efforts from Eskew, Rudiger, and Bays. Warriors were relentless there, but to no avail. Cavs up 9-2 now. Cox to Rudiger, quick to the middle. Eskew goes down the middle. Cavs go outside off the block. Rudiger goes quick to the middle. Klaus digs that. And they're going to get the Cavs in the nets. Side out in the point for Warrenton. That stops the run. They trail by 6, though. Got to get back into it here quickly. They look to their second-team all-conference, all-district player, MSU, to get him back into this. He jumps, serves from the left side. Free ball for the Big Red. MSU back set to Klaus. He goes cross-court, and that sails wide. So Addie's shot just a little wide on the shot. 10-3 lead now for the Cavs. Cavs send Aubrey Ross, the senior outside hitter, to serve next. Bays to Cox. Bays gives the Cavs a free ball. They're in system. They go to the middle. A little dink shot. Good cover by Eddie Klaus. Warriors go outside to Rudiger. A little roll. Kill shot. Finds the back corner. Excellent placement there from Grace Rudiger. The senior delivers at a time when a good shot was needed by the Big Red. Goldsmith checks in. Eddie Klaus goes out. Goldsmith will serve next for the Big Red. Goes cross court. Great placement, but better dig there from the Cavaliers walk, but the Cavaliers outside hitter puts it into the net. DeBella walk with a great hustle there for Cavs. Point goes to the Big Red. Goldsmith has the Warriors within 5 now. She needs to get on a run. Cavs have some troubles with the passing. Free ball for the Big Red. Bays to Eskew. Eskew goes outside. Once again, miscommunication. Klaus wasn't sure if it was for her or for Cox. That miscommunication gives the Cavs another point. Cavs bring in Carly Vest, the junior defensive specialist, and she'll serve next. Looks like they also brought in Raylan Steele. Good serve by Vest. Tight to the net. And the Cavs put that away. Capital City's hot here in game number 2. Everything they're doing was turning out gold. Vest, good dig by Goldsmith. Rudiger saves it. Cox gets it over. Capital City goes outside. And Bella Walk, she seems to be one of their better outside hitters. She puts another one away. The junior outside hitter has the Cavs within 2 of finishing and closing out game number 2. Vest gets it over. Goldsmith digs. Rudiger gets it over on a one-arm slingshot. Back set. The Cavaliers go. Great save by Eskew. Keeps it in play. Rudiger gets it over. They go quick to the middle. Eskew with another great dig. And they're going to call a double hit. So a good kill shot there by Raylan Steele, but Eskew was there to save it. Warriors can't convert that opportunity. Game point now for Capital City. 14-5 they lead here in game number 2. Quick to the middle. And they're going to get somebody from Capital City into the net. So side out and a point for Warrenton. Heitgerd back into the game for Warrenton. Emma Klaus to serve. She fires a nice little serve over. Capital City goes outside, cross court, and that's going to be the game. Capital City wins game number 2 in this match, 15-6. So the match, each team takes one game in this contest of Capital City versus Warrenton. So Capital City will go into the other gym, the auxiliary gym, and they will take on the STL Panthers. Coming into this gym will be the Troy Trojans. We want to thank the Capital City Cavaliers for coming out to Warrenton and being part of the Jamboree. And we want to wish them all the best in this upcoming season. We'll be right back with more volleyball action shortly here on the Warrenton Sports Network. On the court, it's all about strategy, precision, and execution. Off the court, same rules apply. At Surveyant Heating and Air Conditioning, we bring our A game to every home and business with custom solutions, expert installs, and a reputation for getting it right the first time. We're your home court advantage for year-round comfort. Trusted across Warren County, we've got you covered. Home, business, or new construction. Surveyant Heating and Air Conditioning, where comfort wins every time. All right, we're moments away from the final match of the evening. Warrenton is taking 3 out of their 4 matches so far. They split with Capital City, and they took 2 against the STL Panthers. Up next, they have a tall task in front of them. They're taking on the Troy Trojans out of Lincoln County, Missouri. They have many returning starters, and they're a bigger school program. They're led by first-year head coach Tori Kraus. Tori is a graduate of Troy High School, and Coach Kraus played volleyball at Troy High School. She then played college volleyball at William Woods University, where she played for 5 years. She won the Defensive Player of the Year award, and she was also voted the Female Athlete of the Year at William Woods University. So she got a standout player. She believes in developing her players. She's a friend of the family, and I know she'll do a great job coaching the Troy Buchanan Trojans. The Warrenton Sports Network wants to remind you every game, every moment, every student-athlete deserves to be seen. The Warrenton Sports Network is committed to broadcasting 100 live events per year, connecting families, alumni, and our entire Warrior community. But we can't do it alone. With flexible sponsorship packages and an average of 1,500 viewers per event, your business can make a real impact, supporting our students while reaching a local loyal audience. Help keep these live streams possible. You can contact the Warren County R3 School District Office today to become a sponsor. The Warrenton Sports Network, where community comes together. All right, referees checking the lineups here. I see that Claire Goldsmith has the libero jersey back on for the Big Red. The libero here for the Trojans. It's going to be number 5, Sawyer Fotts. Sawyer is a junior. Goldsmith is junior as well. All right, leading off, Coach Nelson sends up her best server percentage-wise, Grace Rudiger. Rudiger served at 90% last year. Looking to get the Warriors off to a good start here in game number 1. We're underway. She goes down the line. Great serve from Rudiger. Trojans hustle. They get it back over in 3. Rudiger sets this time to Eskew. She hammers it home. Warriors get on the board first. Strong passing, strong serve from Grace Rudiger, and a great kill shot from Emma Eskew. Good hustle there from the Warriors. Like I said, Rudiger's serve was down the line. Diving save there from the Trojans. Rudiger goes down the line again. Trojans go outside. A little shot off the block. Bays goes outside to Cox. Two hands. Gets it off the block. Trojans are going to go outside. Left side. Trojans get an arm on it, but they can't keep it in the court. Point to the Trojans. Into the game for Troy, Sydney Guttermuth. Guttermuth is senior setter. She'll serve first. Last year she served at 89%. Warriors go outside to Eskew. A little shot behind her. Eskew gets it over. Troy sends it over. Mackenzie Anderson hits a left-handed kill shot and puts that one away. Anderson is the leading killer who returns off of last year's lineup. She had 146 kills last season as an underclassman. This year as a senior. All right. Referee doing a little alignment adjustment for the Big Red. Anderson set to serve now. Mackenzie goes down the line. Eskew with a dig. Rudiger back set to Cox. She gets it into this double block. Warriors save it, and they hit it off a Trojan in the back row and get the points. Really good volleyball here to begin game number 1 here in match number 3. All right, Jaden Cox, she was a real threat in the first 3 games. She looks to get hot again. And she gets the announcer's jinx. She sails that into the bottom of the net. Side out the point for the Trojans. They're up 3-2 early here in game number 1. Allie Brune serves next. She served at 94% clip last year, and she gets the ace there. Troy jumps out to a quick 4-2 lead here in game number 1. Cox with the dig. A little miscommunication on who's going to get the pass on that. Ball falls to the court. 5-2 now for the Trojans. Bruns is a senior. Eskew goes outside. Trojans go outside. We're going to get a Warrior in the net. So 6-2 lead for Troy. Nice serve from Anderson. Back row to Rudiger. Good dig from the Trojans. They go outside. A little dink shot. Eskew tries to pancake it, but couldn't get there in time to close the hole. Gwyneth Bauer found the right spot on the court for Trojans. They take a 7-2 lead here. Another ace from Anderson off the fingertips of Goldsmith. Anderson had 19 aces last year. Coach Nelson's going to take a timeout. We'll be right back after these words from our sponsor. On game day, it's all about teamwork, trust, and heart. At Main Street Real Estate, we bring that same spirit to every home journey. Whether you're buying, selling, or just exploring your options, our hometown team is with you every step of the way. We believe real estate isn't just a transaction, it's a life-changing experience. That's why we stay in constant communication, deliver expert guidance, and work relentlessly to help you reach your goals. Main Street Real Estate, your home team from game day to closing day, proudly supporting Warrenton athletics and our community. So good use of the timeout from the Warrior coaching staff there. It's like the team is not all rolling in the same direction. We'll timeout, get them all on the same page. See if they can't right the ship here. Eskew gets it over, goes back row, and it sails just past the end line. Really good idea there from Eskew. Just the execution was about an inch off. Anderson with a floater. Eskew is there. Goldsmith's going to go outside. Klaus into the double block. I think they called a lift. So Troy really sailing now behind the serving of Allie Bruin, Goldsmith to Rudiger. Eskew gives a free ball back to the Trojans, sails it long. Trojans with another point here. They're on a heck of a run. Right now the Warriors struggling to get the ball in system with good passes. Eskew gets the ball, goes outside to Heitgert. He goes in a double block. Eskew with a great one arm to get it over. Trojans roll shot. Finds the top of the tape and hits the court. Gwyneth Bauer gets the point there. Troy 3 points away from running away with this one here in game number 1. Cox to Eskew. Back row to Rudiger. Nice dig by the Trojans. They go outside. Anderson wails on one. Goldsmith digs it. Warriors go outside to Eskew. Nice dig there from Bruns. Outside. Eskew with a diving save. Rudiger goes back. And they're going to say it was a double hit. So, Trojans with another point behind the Bruns serve. Allie Bruns serves another one, a little floater. Barely gets over the net. Great job by Heitgert to get it over. Outside to Anderson, off the double block, and another point. The lefty, Mackenzie Anderson, from the right side, puts that one away. Game point now on the serve of Allie Bruns. Her serves have been really tough for the Big Red to get. And the announcer Jinx gets her at game point. But a great job serving there by Allie Bruns. (14-3). Warriors got to get on a roll here. Goldsmith to start the way. And her serve finds the top of the tape. Looks like a little fatigue set in there. Trojans take the first game 15-3. We'll be right back with more volleyball action right after this. On game day, it's all about teamwork, trust, and heart. At Main Street Real Estate, we bring that same spirit to every home journey. Whether you're buying, selling, or just exploring your options, our hometown team is with you every step of the way. We believe real estate isn't just a transaction, it's a life-changing experience. That's why we stay in constant communication, deliver expert guidance, and work relentlessly to help you reach your goals. Main Street Real Estate, your home team from game day to closing day, proudly supporting Warrenton athletics and our community. Champions aren't only made on the field or the court. At the Missouri Bank, we bring that same winning spirit to your finances. Since 1939, we've been an industry leader in community banking, combining cutting-edge technology with the hometown integrity Warren County Trust. As a valued member of our financial family, your goals come first. From fast, local loan decisions, often the same day, to online banking that lets you take care of business anytime, anywhere. We tailor our services for individuals and businesses alike. Big bank products, small town service, honest, loyal, and committed to protecting your financial future. The Missouri
So here
Bank,
in match number 3, it's the Warrenton Warriors versus the Troy Trojans, and the Trojans take
game number 1, 15-3. They really had some hot serving behind senior Mackenzie Anderson, who got him on a roll early, and then Allie Bruns really got him on a roll as well. She almost served out the side. Just want to remind our viewers that this is a preseason matchup. Both teams are just trying to get things under control, get their footing underneath them, get their base solid, get their passing together, get their communication on point. The Lady Warriors' first game will actually be next Monday, August 31st. We'll take on Fort Zumwalt East. There'll be a home game covered right here on the Warrenton Sports Network, so you can watch it in person or live via Facebook, YouTube TV, or Misha TV. All right, Sydney Guttermuth to lead the way for the Trojans. She had 29 aces for the Trojans last year. Good passing coming out that serve, and Rudiger puts it away. When the Warriors are in system, they can definitely get on the board and score some points. Eskew with a great set. Rudiger puts it away from the right side. Rudiger gets the serve now for Warrenton. Into the top of the tape, her serve goes. Side out and a point for the Trojans. Bruns set the serve. She's the one that's got a really good serve. She can really change it up. Hit with power. Hit a floater. She can serve it to the front row with a floater. It's really impressive. Eskew to Rudiger, out back to Eskew. That sails just wide of the courts. Point for Troy. Really good work there from Rudiger and Eskew, but the kill shot from Eskew just sailed wide. Bays to Rudiger. She's going to go back to Cox. Her roll shot gets the point for the Big Red. 2 diving attempts from Troy. Both Guttermuth and Bruns. But good, better placement from Cox. Into the game for the Big Red, Addie Klaus. Jaden Cox serving now for the Warrenton Warriors. All tied up at 2 apiece here in the last game of the night. Good network there from the Lady Warriors. Troy keeps it alive. Good dig by Hiker. They go outside to Eskew. She kills it. Ball goes up into the rafters, and Troy can't dig it out. That is an exciting point for both teams. Warriors come out on top. Eskew bringing the thunder stick. Cox serving from the left side. Goes cross court. Trojans give Warrenton a free ball. Goldsmith to Rudiger to Klaus, and that was blocked out of the middle position there by Zoe Poole, the junior. Sawyer Fotz serving now for the Trojans. Eskew back set to Heikert. Block was there. Trojans, but Eskew and Rudiger save it, and they get the point. They might have hit heads, though, and they were both diving for the ball. Rudiger says she's okay. Eskew says she's okay. Referee wants to talk to Rudiger and make sure she's going to check on her. Good job by the referee, checking the eyes, making sure no concussion. Rudiger passes the inspection. Great hustle by the Big Red. They're up 4-3. That's the reward for good hustle. Goldsmith goes cross court. It sails it just a little long. Mackenzie Anderson now serving for the Trojans. The lefty, dug by Eskew. Rudiger goes outside. And Klaus, the shot sails wide of the court. Troy gets back into the lead. They lead 5-4 here in game number 2. After they won first game 15-3. So Warrenton's already playing much better here in the final game of the night. Eskew goes outside. Klaus, a roll shot. Good diving save there by Bauer. Troy hits it off the antenna. Side out in the point for the Big Red. They tie it up 5 apiece. Eskew serves it over on a bullet. Tight to the net. Slapped over by Troy, but yeah, they're going to call a lift there. 6-5 lead now for the Big Red. Trojans have 4 back, 2 in the front. On the defense, Goldsmith gets it to Eskew. Jump set to Klaus. Diving save there by the Trojans. And the kill shot goes into the net. Warriors have a 2-point lead, 7-5. Trojans having a little trouble passing the ball. Coach Krause realizes that. She calls a timeout. Once again, Friday Night Lights here at Warrenton High School. Come out and watch the Warriors. Exciting brand of football under Coach Coper. Looking to get back to the gridiron. They'll take on the Wright City Wildcats on Friday night here. Home game, Battle for Warren County. If you can't make it live, check us out on the Warrenton Sports Network. Wright City Wildcats have a new head coach. Coach Rickard led them the last couple of years. Great coach for the Wildcats, is now the athletic director. He'll do a great job in that position. Free ball for the Big Red. Eskew gets it up to Klaus on the outside. Troy, kill shot, dug by the Warriors. Cox, Warrenton goes back corner. Beautiful placement by the Big Red. Another point for Warrenton. Eskew has the Warriors on a roll. Rifled that one, Eskew did. A little dink shot in the hole. Eskew diving attempt. Rudiger goes cross court. Dug by the Trojans. They go outside. That shot sails wide. Another point for the Big Red. They're up by 4. Seeing some good ball here from the Lady Warriors late in the match. A little floater from Eskew. Didn't quite have enough on it. Needed our teammates to blow that one over. Side out in the point for the Trojans. Gwyneth Bauer will serve for Troy. She has a serve percent of 90% last year with 26 aces. Eskew quick to the middle. Hiker block. She dinks it back up. Rudiger off the block. Goldsmith gets it. Eskew tried to hit it over on 2, but she got called for 2. Big Red still lead by 2, 9-7 here in match number 2, or game number 2. Bauer goes cross court. Rudiger with a dig. Set to Klaus. She goes cross court. Troy goes outside off the double block, and it goes out of play. So nice kill shot there by Kylie Dahl. She uses the double block wisely. Coach Nelson takes another timeout. Warriors up by 1 here late. Jamboree style, we played at 15, got to win by 2. Warriors lead 9-8. So after the Big Red football team plays Wright City on Friday night, and will be a big crowd, so make sure you get here early. Next Thursday, they'll travel down to Washington to take on the Jays. That's a Thursday night contest because of the shortage of referees. Each GAC school has to play a Thursday night game. Bauer sends one down the middle. Cox gets it over. Trojans going to use three. They go outside. Blocked by the Big Red. Oh, and Klaus couldn't get the second attempt over on the block. Emma Klaus, good effort on the first block. Second one, couldn't quite get her fingertips on it. We're all knotted up at 9 apiece. Bauer goes down the line. Goldsmith to Eskew. They're going to say that one went outside the antenna. Good hustle nonetheless by Emma Eskew. Like the attitude from the Lady Warriors I've seen tonight. Hustling on every play. No quit in them. Troy battles back and gets a 1-point lead. They're the first to 10. Warriors need to stop. Cox to Eskew. Eskew to the middle. Blocked by the Warriors. Excuse me, blocked by the Trojans. That was Jenna Grayler with the block. Two-point lead now for the Trojans. Just like we saw in game number one, Allie Bruins had the Trojans on a roll. Now Bauer has the Trojans on a roll. Warriors need to stop. Rudiger's kill shot finds the net. 3-point lead now for Troy. These two teams will meet up later in the year. The Warriors will travel to Troy for that contest. Tight to the net. SU tries to set it. A hustling Rudiger can't get there in time. Troy is 2 points away from putting this away. Bauer serving is really causing the Warriors difficulties on passing the ball. Goldsmith gets a good pass to Eskew. To Klaus, and the Warriors finally get the point. Good in-system work there from the Lady Warriors. Maya Bays checks in for the Big Red. And she'll serve from the middle position. Warriors just trail by 3. They can get right back into this. Good serve from Bays. Hustling effort by the Trojans. Free ball. Sails well past the end line. Warriors have it to within 2 now. We've seen a lot of good hustle from the Warriors. A lot of good things to be excited about for next year. Or excuse me, this year. All right, Troy back set. Tight to the net. Dinked. Goldsmith dives, but couldn't get there in time. Troy is 1 point away from closing out this match. They're going to send Jenna Grayler to serve. Jump serve from Grayler. Bays with the dig. Rudiger goes back row to Eskew. Free ball now for the Trojans. They go outside. Bruns gets it over. Eskew goes outside. Rudiger goes to the donut. Diving save there by Anderson. Eskew with the dig. Rudiger's going to go outside to Cox. She dinks it 2 hands. Diving save by Anderson. Eskew with the dig. Back set to Eskew. Off the double block. Troy gets it up. They go outside. Off the double block. And Kylie Dahl gets the game winner for the Troy Trojans. They take the last game 15-11. So a much better effort here in game number 2 against Troy for the Lady Warriors. So once again, a great night of high school volleyball here at the Warrenton Jamboree. I want to thank all the teams at all the schools, as well as the officials, for coming out and making it a wonderful night. So I want to wish all the teams, Troy Trojans included, on a wonderful season. Hope they'll come back and be part of the Jamboree next year. So I want to welcome in to the Warrenton Sports Network post-game show. It's been a terrific night of volleyball here at Warrenton High School. 4 teams, fast-paced action, and a whole lot of early season fire as the Warrenton Warriors, the STL Panthers, the Capital City Cavaliers, and the Troy Trojans wrap up this 2026 Girls Varsity Jamboree. We saw exactly what a jamboree is meant to deliver. Short, intense scrimmage segments, plenty of reps, and a first look at how these teams are shaping up for the season ahead. And for Warrenton tonight was a reminder of just how much momentum this program is carrying into 2026. And we're just getting started. Your next volleyball live stream on the Warrenton Sports Network is coming up Monday, August 31st, when the Warriors host the Fort Zumwalt East Lions for the home opener. The gym will be rocking, and we'll have energy, serve, spike, and rallies live right here on the Warrenton Sports Network. And then make sure you circle the calendar for this Friday, August 28th. The football game's home opener right here in Warrenton as the Warriors take on county rival Wright City Wildcats. That's always a big one, and we'll bring it to you with full coverage, energy, and hometown pride. Warrior Nation, the fall season is officially underway, and the Warrenton Sports Network will be with you every step of the way. So for now, I'm Keith Brown saying so long. Thanks for spending part of your evening with us, and we'll see you next time right here on the Warrenton Sports Network.